Team 11 meteorologist Jared Sellers.
All right, well, unfortunately, most of the region has seen heavy rainfall over the past 12 to 24 hours. And obviously, some of those places that have been hit hardest the most are along southeastern Kentucky and southwest Virginia. Some places over the last 24 hours reporting closer to 2 to 3 inches. These are just estimated totals that I have right here. Jonesville closer to 2.5 inches, obviously still under a flash flood warning there and a flood warning as well. Wise around 1 inch over the past 24 hours. I would say that's probably more closer to actually 1 to 2 inches. It's looking like estimation's a little off right there. But otherwise, Lebanon and Grundy closer to 2 inches as well. For the Tri-Cities and east of the Tri-Cities, not much rainfall over the past 24 hours, as the system and most of the rain has stayed well off towards our north. But you do remember just a couple days ago we saw more heavy rain across the region, and I mentioned that was kind of the setting stage for potential flooding into the weekend. And once that rain kind of came down earlier this morning, that caused pretty much flooding. And obviously we're in the early months of winter as well, and we really don't see much vegetation that will cause at least a little blockage from that runoff going into the river. So that is why we're seeing some significant flooding, especially along Dickinson County all the way up in Buchanan County and throughout most of southwest Virginia. But check out these totals over the past 5 days. Like I mentioned before, remember just a few days ago we saw about 1 to 2 to 3 inches in some locations, but Jonesville reporting closer to about 5 to 6 inches. Kingsport even closer to 5 inches as well. So that area in the red kind of got hit the hardest over the last 5 days or so, and still ongoing flash flooding there in most of southwest Virginia. But what about power outages? Really didn't have time to make this at least look a little fancy, but you get the idea. Up in Buchanan County and also Dickinson County, closer to about 400 to 500 people in each county without power. Letcher and Leslie also a few hundred people without power as well. So that is at least what I'm seeing at this point. Obviously got power outages elsewhere, but that's just outside of our DMA. I would like to mention that Pike County is also closer to about 2,500 people without power. So yes, not only are we dealing with flooding and also some just hazard conditions, but also dealing with power outages as well. So very active day, and this is a current look at radar. I do have at least good news for at least the rest of the evening. Most of the rain starting to move on well off towards our north and east, closer to West Virginia. Will actually change over to snow in some of those locations, but it's starting to become at least more quiet. However, expecting at least probably those river crests to happen within the next few hours or so, especially along in southwest Virginia and southeastern Kentucky. So we're keeping a close eye on that, and this is what the current at least flood advisories across the region. I know there's a lot on this map to dictate, and I'll just simplify it for you. There is an emergency flash flood warning in Tazewell counties as well as Buchanan County and also into Dickinson County. That goes into about 8:45 p.m. tonight. So yes, that means life-threatening flooding is likely and is occurring. I'll actually go ahead and step off on screen because I think we just got a report from the National Weather Service in Buchanan County of reports high water getting to homes on 23,900 block of Riverside Drive near Volunteer, and also I believe we got another report high water on Race Fork Road and Hurley Road. Residents are trapped. So Buchanan County kind of getting hit hard with this system right now, and you can see there is at least all the flash flood warnings extending all the way into Hancock County, Tennessee, and throughout most of southwest Virginia in our DMA and southeastern Kentucky. So very, very active day indeed for most of us here along southwest Virginia. Now, I will say it will be quiet over the next, at least over the evening hours, but more rain is on the way and could potentially see some damaging winds along with this line right here. Yes, you probably do not want to see that, but check out that time frame right there on Sunday at about 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. More heavy rain in that forecast. Could see an additional maybe 1 to 2 inches, if not 3 inches in some location, eventually changing over to snow later on into the day for your Sunday. But yes, more heavy rain is on the way tonight, so pay attention to that, as it's looking like it's going to be even more wet. But before I end right here, you get the idea. More heavy rainfall coming tonight, maybe an additional 2 to 3 inches in places that have already seen 2 to 3 inches today, and then obviously 2 to 3 inches over the past at least couple of days or so. So more heavy rainfall is expected tonight. Make sure you have just your weather alerts on. Obviously, we'll keep you updated here on WJHL as we go throughout the rest of your Saturday and towards your Sunday morning. Now,